Not surprisingly, club director Harold Hornsey is delighted, if not altogether surprised by the news.
Yes, it's nice to bring home to what a lot of people have been saying to us for a few years, that the pies are the best we've tasted. And obviously it's now being backed by the officials.
Meanwhile, down the road at Middlesbrough, one of the advantages of having a brand new stadium is the quality of food that comes with it. Are you a fan of the pies here?
A football food guide, described on the front cover as a gourmet's journey through all 92 league clubs. According to the editor, carrying out a survey was like entering a culinary war zone. Apparently, food at football grounds occupies a special place in the U-bend of national affection. Derek Proud reports on how our North East clubs fared.
Meat pie sausage roll, come on England, gives a go. Meat pie sausage roll, come on England, gives a go. Ooh!
Let's be honest, food at football grounds has tended to be a bit of a joke. The almost legendary pies, the steaming hot dogs and burgers, the scalding taste-free tea. But now it looks like getting the Egon Ronay treatment. The biggest ever survey has just been carried out by Coleman's, the mustard people, into the food sold at all 92 league clubs in England and Wales.
Well, we visited all the Football League grounds plus Wembley, that den of iniquity and bad pies, and we came to the conclusion that a lot of the pies are the same, so it's all to do with the ambience, the way they're served and the speed they're served, and we put all those into a computer and came up with our list of the best and worst of football food.
Top North East club in the Food League table and 6th overall was Hartlepool, followed by Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Newcastle, Scarborough, York, and in 74th place, poor old Darlington. The catering staff at Hartlepool had no doubt why they'd come out on top.
Because it's always fresh, it comes in fresh and it goes straight out fresh. I think that's the main reason, and they all just keep coming back, so it must be the best.
But food guide editor Jim White has his own theory why Hartlepool did so well.
It's quite easy for Hartlepool to cater because they ring you up and ask you if you're coming, so then they say, oh, you are coming, oh, I'll put your pie on then, love. And the pies are huge at Hartlepool. They're like a discus, you know, which helps you throw them at the opposition centre forward, I assume, but very tasty. You wouldn't really want to throw them away. Very good value.
Visiting Rotherham supporters were less impressed at the Victoria Park food.
When you visit a football club and you're an away supporter, they never cater for enough supporters. And number two, they're quite cold. And it's a very cold day, so marks out of 10, we'll only give them 5.
How would you like your pie, burnt or frozen?
Some of the pool's own supporters were just a smidge surprised at the honour. It's the best football food in the North East, this.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You are right out of your tree. But we tracked down the one supporter who should know a good pie when he eats one.
Mr. Peter Wilson himself, the man of the moment.
Pie-eating champion.
Tell us 6 times over. What did you do?
Well, we have daft competitions in here, games nights, and one of them's a pie eating. Got to eat a pie with a teaspoon, fast as possible. And I'm 6 times champion.
And how fast was that?
A minute.
With a teaspoon?
With a teaspoon.
What did it taste like?
Well, the best pie I've ever had was bought from these.
And every Hartlepool supporter agreed on one thing.
As long as we're above Darlington in any league, it doesn't matter.
The pies at Freeton's are not as good as what they used to be. I'll get lynched for this, you know. Next time I go to buy a pie. Well, so you were that guy on TV who was condemning our pies, weren't you? And I'm not going to get served.
Give me a clue. Is it animal, vegetable or mineral?
Back at Victoria Park, there's a strange Nordic flavour about the ground at the moment. With Norwegian international Jan Ove Pedersen playing at number 9 and Viking helmets the latest fashion accessory, isn't it about time there was a more international flavour to the food?
I'm not really sure what we could bring in, but reindeer sausages or reindeer pate, I'm sure that would go down well with Hartlepool fans.
Bit of roll mop herring or something like that?
Yeah, raw herrings, I'm sure they would love that here, yes. I can see that going down well on the terraces.
Jim White agrees there's not much international cuisine about on the terraces.
No, there's not, although apparently at Chelsea they're introducing a couple of Italian restaurants down there to reflect the Italian flavour. I mean, Middlesbrough, if they'd have brought in a Brazilian restaurant, I mean, I don't think anyone would be using it this season, would they?
Jim hopes his new guide will do for football food what Egon Ronay did for pub grub and the meals at motorway service stations. But most Hartlepool fans don't see the need for improvement. They're only keen to share the delights of their now famous pies.
We are the best for the pies.
I think if Mike Neville gets himself down, he might put a few more stone on.
The proof of the pudding's in the eating, so get him down here. Get Mike down here.
Take him up to 18 stone.
Thank you. I'll just go one of those pies without that mushy pea.
In the most comprehensive survey of its kind, the food at Victoria Park was rated 6th best in the country, 2 places above the only other local side in the top 10, Middlesbrough. Newcastle United could only manage 38th position, and pity the poor Darlington fans, whose burgers were described as inedible. Sharon Pratt reports.
Those who like their football live rather than on TV know only too well the importance of comforting hot food and drink. Watching Hartlepool United in February can be a pretty chilly experience. But judging by the information in a new football food guidebook, the team's supporters are among the luckiest in the country when it comes to half-time sustenance.
They're hot, they're fresh, and they're served by the loveliest serving ladies in the country. I'll never forget coming here. Big, broad smile, almost as big as the pie.
Not surprisingly, club director Harold Hornsey is delighted, if not altogether surprised by the news.
Yes, it's nice to bring home to what a lot of people have been saying to us for a few years, that the pies are the best we've tasted. And obviously it's now being backed by the officials.
Meanwhile, down the road at Middlesbrough, one of the advantages of having a brand new stadium is the quality of food that comes with it. Are you a fan of the pies here?
I think I am, yeah. I think I think it's fairly obvious, but yeah, they are the vast improvement at the ones at Ayresome Park. Pretty poor pies at Ayresome Park, but the ones in here are much better. I can say that, yeah.
They're good quality products. That's all we offer. Branded names at a reasonable price, and we give the fans what they want.
But for the connoisseur, if you want to taste the best food that football has to offer, where should you head for? Old Trafford perhaps, or Highbury? Actually no, you'll be wanting the Abbey Stadium, home of 3rd Division Cambridge United.
Mouth-watering.